La 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 lava, chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell. Ooh, mamacita, now you're ringing the bell. Crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. Ooh, super spicy, it's a lava attack. La 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 lava, chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell. Ooh, mamacita, now you're ringing the bell. Crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. Ooh, super spicy, it's a lava attack. La 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 lava, chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell. Ooh, mamacita, now you're ringing the bell. Crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. Ooh, super spicy, it's a lava attack.
Right, guys, we're going to tag code security. Let's go. Oh, let me put on chat. Yo.
Oh shit! You scared the life out of me, bro. Bro, where did you? Bro, my game just lagged out for a second. And I was like, okay. And then I
Oh
just
my
heard you, and I was
god.
like, like, bro, don't scare me like that. What are you
Nothing.
doing? You could travel. Okay, I'm gonna be pretending you're not there like earlier.
Okay.
You could travel to one else where nothing comes
Hello.
close to the golden cup. What? Once you got it with it. Your live stream is just very
Is it?
laggy. Oh wait, how loud is my
Like,
volume?
very loud, to be honest.
Wait, what? How? Oh, I'm wearing the top hat. Why am I wearing the top hat?
Wait, reach round, put it on infection. Put it on infection.
Okay.
You can travel.
Ow. No, that was my branch there.
Add a 1 to the
Yep, let me
code
know.
and put it on infection.
Alright.
Yo, W cat, W cat, W cat, W cat, W cat, W's in the chat. Spam W, guys. Spam those W's. Ow. That is the heart. Let me end poll so I can see. Let me
I
end
don't
the
think Bro's
poll so I
okay.
can see. Oh, chat. Alright. Spam W, spam those W's. Yo, W cat, W cat fanatic. W,
Yeah, I hear
spam those
W.
W's.
Wait, where did you just go? Oh, you're
Oh
over
my
here.
god.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, bro,
Bro, I was
wait, bro,
literally at the
Shino's over
city
here.
corridor
See
waiting
what,
for you
see,
to get.
no, Shino's over here and you're over there. Looks like you have the early access badge.
What
That's
badge am I
like a
even wearing?
tree. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing Force badge. Bro,
Jerk,
it
jerk,
looks nothing like the
jerk.
early access badge, bro.
Oh, frack. Wait, jerked. Oh, no. Wait, was that tag lag? I swear you touched me. Wait, I swear you
I
touched
didn't feel
me.
like. Oh,
Spam W's in
oh,
the chat.
I didn't feel like
Spam all
controller
those
vibrate.
W's, guys. Oh.
Oh, bye, bro.
Oh, oh, ah! Oh my god, that hurt.
Oh damn! Oh damn! I don't think bro's okay. Oh,
Why are you going easy on me, bro? Stop going easy on me.
but hang on.
Spam W's, spam W's. Keep
Bro,
spamming those
I don't know
W's.
if you realize it,
Oh,
but your like
frick!
stream is like you know on the
Look at
analytics.
that.
Bro, the fact that I'm holding
Wait,
my phone as well and I tagged you. I don't know if you noticed, but your stream is like on your analytics.
ew. Oh, frick.
Yeah. Yeah. Glad I told you that. tag play. Oh, bro, he's running away.
I was practicing.
you
I
have
was
rock monkey.
practicing.
Yeah, sure you were, buddy. Sure
Why are you
you
going
were.
easy,
Oh,
bro?
Wait, hang on. Okay.
Oh my god. I'm so bad though. Why am I so
Bruh.
bad? Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so.
Oh, jeez. No, I go.
Bro.
Oh, bye. Bro, I didn't do that, dude. I just went back to pinch timing. Well, my hair is in the way.
You're running. No. Bro, what? How did you talk? Why do I feel like I was levitating? Oh,
Ow.
oh, oh,
Oh!
oh my god. Bro, he's jerking. You're jerking
Okay,
so
I'm
hard.
dead.
Oh no.
Oh, bye.
No, I can't get. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that, bro. No,
I fell.
no, help, help. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead, bro. I'm
I
dead.
fell.
I'm dead. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead.
You dead?
I'm dead. I'm gone. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna be dead. Oh my god.
You dead? What?
No, cat, don't subscribe on your alls. Cat, don't stop on your alls. Cat, don't stop on your alts, please.
Here I come.
No.
Here I come.
Please. I'm standing on a cloud, bro. I'm standing on a cloud. I'm standing on a cloud. I'm standing on a cloud. You, where even are you? Where even are you, bro? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh my god, 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 oh my god. You fucking know, you fucking know.
Watch where you're going.
No, no. Oh my god. I completely forgot I was live. One more sub! Yo, one more sub! Yo! Yo!
Small business owners to navigate and easy on the eyes? Easy. Turn to talented freelancers on Fiverr for top-notch website, app, and UX design that check all the boxes. Start now. Wouldn't it
be cool if building a website felt like working in your favorite design tool? With Framer, it is.
YouTube changed my life with only 500 subscribers. That may seem a bit dramatic, but it's true.
Every day for like a while, I was stumbling upon these videos from smaller YouTube channels telling these genuine stories.
3 years ago, I uploaded my first video to YouTube. And about 50 videos later, I can say that YouTube has genuinely changed my life.
What really caught my eye was the engagement that these videos and these channels were seeing.
I hit 500 subscribers the other day, but it might as well have been 500,000. There were so many transformations and unexpected opportunities and experiences.
I know it's like really easy to get lost in like this endless pursuit for more and more and more subscribers. What tends to get lost though is the bigger picture of celebrating the smaller milestones.
Happy birthday to my YouTube channel. It's turning 1. Let's make a wish. There it is. This was fun. I should do this every year.
Sometimes I give advice around the more negative aspects on YouTube and how you can beat it or win, but I'm not going to touch on that today.
The experience of being on this platform, telling you why it's literally the best thing to do for yourself if you're an introverted person like I am, and also kind of giving you some motivation if you want to start your own YouTube channel, because it definitely is worth it.
I'm not saying it's all rainbows and butterflies, but starting a new channel shouldn't be just scary. It should be exciting.
I want to tell you what I'm struggling with so that you know that if you start a channel, you will also be struggling with that and you're not alone in it.
This honesty about the challenges and hurdles that we face on YouTube is probably all too familiar. That's because I believe in the early days of your YouTube channel, nothing's really set up yet, right? Like, you still have to learn how to create content first and foremost. And as you do that, you also need to discover your own voice and then navigate the very tricky landscape that is YouTube itself. So the struggle isn't just from the technical aspect of YouTube, it's the fact that we have to confront our own doubts and fears about ourselves at the same time. Yet, if you can push through all those barriers and then make some content and then see it get views from strangers you've never met, that sense of achievement means everything.
The fact that I've been on YouTube for the past year and posted even these like 12 videos, I feel like by the end of the year, I feel proud of that.
I wish it was like this, and maybe it can get this way one day, but the sense of pride you get really should not come from the numbers, the subscribers, and the views that you get. You should be proud that you learned something new. You should be proud that you're continuing to achieve self-improvement with everything you do and make. If it makes you feel better, having a smaller audience on YouTube isn't all that bad, actually. It can put you in a unique position to play around a bit.
I thought, you know what? Like, I don't really have a huge audience that relies on me and that expects a certain type of content from me, so I might as well do it. And that's the great thing about being a new YouTuber. You can try to do whatever you want in the beginning.
Embracing the freedom of being a smaller channel allows you to make more mistakes. You can use this time to kind of experiment and figure out what fulfills you personally as a creator. So after listening to so many of these personal stories that YouTubers are putting out, it made me realize that YouTube isn't just a place for creating content. As sappy as it sounds, it can definitely be a place for personal growth and self-discovery.
People think that YouTube is just for extroverts, for people who are good at talking to other people. people, but I actually think it's not. I think YouTube is a place for people who have some things to say. And I know that a lot of introverted people like me have plenty of things to say. They're just not able to be heard in their day-to-day life. And I definitely feel like that sometimes. YouTube is such a great outlet, and it is allowing me to come out of my shell and to become more confident.
I agree, because YouTube really challenges us to confront our fears, or at the very least, it makes us do things we wouldn't normally do. Like right now, minus the cat pestering me, I'm sitting alone in a room talking to a camera. It's really weird. I was terrible at it. I'm still practicing now, but I've learned so much about myself.
As a kid, I made home videos, came up with crazy stories, and busied myself with arts and crafts for hours on end. But as I went through adolescence and I got more familiar with the feelings of embarrassment, shame, and rejection, that childlike courage faded and the desire to create became suppressed. Fast forward to 2020, I'm 21 years old, I started going to therapy, I've increased my self-awareness a bit, and started to dabble in creative pursuits again. Sitting in your room alone as I'm doing now, staring at the lens and talking to what feels like no one in the world but everyone in the world at the same time is a really intimidating experience. And it brings up some pretty uncomfortable feelings for most people. But what I've learned is that if you can sit through that discomfort, you get rewarded with something invaluable.
The reward comes from newfound confidence, not necessarily reliant on the success of a specific video. It's really born from the courage and the need to express yourself creatively and then put that out into the world.
There's a quote in here that really struck me. It's from Ralph Waldo Emerson, and it goes, "Do the thing and you shall have the power." And this quote resonates so much with me on my YouTube journey.
Growth on YouTube extends beyond just number of subscribers or the personal growth that you as an individual get from making videos. You take away so many actual skills like communication and storytelling and editing and lighting. There's so many things that so many people will never need to know, and you'll learn them basically by making a YouTube channel. And these skills can open doors you never even imagined for yourself.
If you're starting out on YouTube, you're basically almost gathering up the skills for a new career. There's so many people in this world who need people who know how to edit videos, who know how to make good scripts for videos, people who know how to make thumbnails or come up with video ideas and concepts. The opportunities are endless.
I've been paid about $20,000 to date just from people seeing my videos and saying, "Hey, can you do this for me?"
That's the kind of life-changing outcome that can happen if you commit to growing a YouTube channel long-term. Like I said before, YouTubers are jacks of all trades. It's not just the stuff I mentioned previously too. You need to understand how to physically use cameras, even if it's just your cell phone. Even that could be pretty complicated if you want a good picture. You suddenly have to learn something like Photoshop to make good thumbnails. You need to learn strategy and learn how to study analytics to make strategic decisions. You even need to understand a lot about marketing so you can effectively promote your content with the right packaging. If you're successful though, you can have a very tangible and financial reward at the end of this. You can even make a whole career out of this, and I mean in more ways than just YouTube monetization itself. If you've been watching for a while, you might know the backstories of the three people who host videos on this channel. Myself, Rob, John. We all came from different backgrounds, but we all had YouTube channels we were all very passionate about. We took the skills that we built over years and years of making videos on those channels, and we brought them to vidIQ, where now we work full-time for this channel. So many people make money from social media, but there's something really special about YouTube itself. I know I'm going to be a bit biased here, but let me paint a picture for you. On other platforms, it's really just about catching people's eye as fast as you can. People are going to sit down and they're going to scroll through videos, and maybe every so often they stop, they get like a 15-second laugh in, and then they continue to scroll on. And yeah, that's cool and all, but on YouTube, it's kind of a different game. Outside of YouTube Shorts anyway.
Everything that's on short form is based on trends, different trends for video styles, trending sounds, all these things that if you're not playing that game, if you're not using those things, then your stuff is not really going to get pushed. And we all know how hard it is even to get your own friends to see your stuff anymore based on the algorithm changes.
So many new creators just complain blindly about the YouTube algorithm, but in all honesty, that's kind of YouTube's secret weapon. YouTube is built to be a place where you can dive deep if you want to, like several hours deep, mega long videos. You have that freedom here.
Just noticed that I've become less and less interested in short form content. And the main reason for this is the things that I'm interested in: art, painting, filmmaking, acting, all of this stuff that I do. It can take up to weeks to do these things. It can take weeks to do a painting. It can take weeks to do a short film. With short form content, you have to condense everything to like a 10 to 30-second window if you really want people to see it. It almost feels frustrating and insulting to the entire process and everything that goes into creating these things to have to then condense it down.
Think about it. If you enjoy painting or making music or trying to teach people how to fix things, those all take a bit more time to showcase, right? YouTube has built a platform where you can get into your passions and actually take time to share an experience with people. Of course, longer videos take more time to make, and we do talk about burnout around here a lot. The truth is, though, on YouTube, I know so many successful creators that make videos maybe once a month or once every few months. But if you're on another platform, let's say, what would happen to your channel if you decided suddenly to, I don't know, take a break for a week, a month? Probably nothing good. Short form content, live streams, certain types of content are only meant to be hot for like a moment in time, and then they kind of slip away forever into the abyss, right? On YouTube, a long form video can be here to stay, and it can get views for months or years, and that is huge.
Something that I absolutely love about YouTube in comparison is things live on, like permanently on here.
And that YouTube algorithm that new creators hate so much might actually be the good guy. If you do things right and you make your content for a specific audience, that YouTube algorithm can kind of become your buddy, because what it's going to do is find a viewer for your content that is most likely to watch that content and enjoy it. Things might start off slow and you might not get a ton of views right off the bat, but it is there to try and just keep people on the platform by finding more and more content they want to watch.
I've posted videos on here, no lie, that in the beginning got maybe up to like 50 or 100 views tops, which I was really happy with. But it took like 5-6 months. Things will eventually find their audience on here.
That's the beauty of it. Your content could just one day suddenly take off months after you upload it, in some cases years after you've uploaded it. Or you could have a video that did okay at one point, dies off, and then suddenly one day comes back and finds a whole new audience. That's the evergreen aspect that's pretty unique to YouTube, and it allows you to make a piece of content that can be valuable to people for a long time to come.
I just love that there's less pressure to create things that get this instant gratification, and there's more encouragement to just create stuff that you love and enjoy, and eventually just trust that it'll find its audience.
I urge you not to worry so much about the instant gratification of YouTube itself by getting the most likes or comments you can possibly get. It can be difficult to ignore that. I struggle with it too, but if you can just try to work past that and focus on making good video after good video, things will happen for you.
Even if your channel doesn't blow up, there is no such thing as failing on YouTube. This is a journey where you have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
You could be pouring your heart into these videos, and even if they don't perform, just know that that effort is not in vain. These could be long-term investments, or at the very least, you could learn a ton from making them.
My whole YouTube journey has really led me to believe that there are endless possibilities for me and that I can create anything that I want.
Anyway, I know this video was a bit different, but if you're a smaller channel looking to grow, I do hope this video and this video can be of use to you. This one's about growing a channel
Break free with the new Opera GX, the browser that puts you in control with a brand new design that frees up even more pixels for personalization and an inventory of features to up your
voting system is now finally possible in Piggy Build Mode. And what better way to prove it than showing you right now? We get to vote between 3 different color options. All we have to do is just use the chat. By typing in /red, blue, or yellow, we can actually select our colors directly from chat. So let's go ahead and begin the vote. Once we pull this lever, voting has begun. I'm gonna go ahead and vote for the color red. And as you can see, the number went up. And once the voting period ends, you can no longer vote. And the winner is... red is the winner. Uh-oh, we got a tie here. How it's gonna work is it's just simply gonna choose randomly between one of those 2 winners. And of course, if all 3 of these ended up tying, the same thing would happen. And best of all, if people try voting before voting starts, you'll notice nothing happened. And I vote for a certain color like red, and I try and vote red a second time, it doesn't count double votes. No more will you have to sit there and have people voting at the beginning of a map by standing on top of these buttons. The first step is creating your votes. Maybe this can be 3 different maps that you want selected. Have as many of these as you want. The name you choose in here is what players will be typing in chat to
That's what I have to say about it.
I think down at this channel in, let's say, 1, 2, 3 years' time, well, maybe not this channel, but this creator is going to have a significant presence on YouTube.
I agree.
Whether it is as a gaming channel or a Mr. Beast fan channel, they have so many fundamentals of creating content nailed down already that I think what they need to ultimately do is find their own unique voice and path. Like, it is fantastic that you're taking the idea of a $1 car versus a $3 million car and you're merging it inside, I guess, Forza Horizon or another driving game to make it accessible to you because you don't have access to those cars. Again, that's really ingenious. It's probably not going to be a big pull for the audience, as Dan's already explained, because there's not necessarily any stakes there. But I still applaud the idea and the enthusiasm and the passion. And I just think eventually they're just gonna figure out how they can take all of these attributes that they're taking from education channels and from Mr. Beast and elsewhere and put it into something that's uniquely them. Then that is like the chef's kiss. That's where they're gonna have their viral. This is a moment you've been waiting for. It is.
I'd be thinking in a gaming channel sense, but you are thinking in, I'm going to pitch this as real life, but really it's in a game. So it will change the way you get views after you do that. And I think for the positive, I think for in a good way, I think people will watch more because it's more genuine.
The ding there, by the way, was I was agreeing with the
vidIQ.
No, I was agreeing with a vidIQ overlord there who was saying that the films were really nice as well. I agree, like the packaging is cool as well. Let's move on to what we definitely know is, or they consider themselves as a gaming channel now. And that is the first gaming channel that's submitted from the forums. And they're called Retired Gaming. So this is a Fortnite character with a tire as a face. cool, whatever floats your Fortnite boat, I suppose. They tell us that the goal of a YouTube channel is to become better and more confident at video editing and producing, learning skills that can also help my such in their questioning. So let's listen in.
Hi dudes, how's it going? And welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be doing a quick look at the new mini event that is actually on the end of Chapter 6 Season 2, just before we go to the Star Wars season. So it's not really a mini event, but it's as close as we're getting this time. There's nothing really that exciting, no amazing cinematics in game or anything that we're used to, but there is a video that cinematic that is available in the quests. So let's have a look and see what that.
Pause there, 30 seconds in.
I like the dialogue. I didn't like the lack of movement on the screen. We're just kind of watching a loading screen. Seems like it would have been a good time to at least put up some like clips from their trailer for this event if they have that.
Yeah.
I also, it sounds like you were about to get into a cinematic for the event, and I don't play this game, so I don't know if that would be exciting for the audience or not. I'd be more interested in like the rewards and the gameplay. So I don't know if they actually sit down and watch the cinematic. It sounds like that's what they were setting up. But if it wasn't, I'm just gonna say when I was listening to it, I was like, oh, are we about to watch like a cutscene? So yeah, I don't know. I think I just would have changed what was going on the screen for sure. But I can see why it's an outlier. They, like I said, they have some good, solid reasons for being here today. Like, this is what we're going to talk about. There's this event. We're going to play it, so on.
I guess one thing a viewer doesn't want to see when they first click on a video is like a loading screen. It does feel as if a creator literally pressed record and started talking, and there's no editing gone into it after the fact. Dan, you mentioned that maybe you would want to see some highlights from this event of some kind. And, you know, just going back to the channel that we've just audited, the first one, Mr. Issa, who had the teasing reveal of the play button in this one, and like quickly shooting through all of the costs of the cars. There's some things I think that this creator could learn from the first creator, just in terms of building up interest and tension in the first few minutes. Now, why did this video perform better? Maybe it's because it was very timely, and compared to the other videos, because I think this one is 5 minutes, yeah, and then other videos are like in the 20s, 25, 15, 20. Maybe there was a desire for the viewer to just get the information quick and efficiently. And maybe when you click into one of these videos, and do you get the same loading screen, perhaps? Kind of feels like it, doesn't it? Like, I'm just going to boot up the game and then press record and start. Maybe when a viewer sees this and there's another 15 minutes, they're not as ready to invest that much time.
Yeah.
That might be a thought as well.
I did the same thing back in the day when I was playing Minecraft on YouTube. I would kind of start my videos on the home screen of Minecraft before I even start the world. I made videos where I just sat on the home screen and babbled for like a long time because I just had stuff to say and I didn't feel like editing anything over it. So it's like easy to do in gaming, and it feels good to just be able to sit down and talk without worrying about that stuff. But I really go back in and like get some visual interest there, especially if you're talking about things that you can attach visuals to. It's just, it's just basic kind of editing stuff. It's going to help your retention. It's going to help people stick around, and that's just the kind of like improvement you can make. I would say pretty easily without investing in any new gear or anything like that. Mic sounds good. All that stuff is good.
Then final thoughts. I think maybe these two thumbnails are either identical or very